All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Gold with the ridiculous sell-off again today in Asia. Absolutely, like 500 ticks. It's just absolutely insane. Asia has just been nuts. Absolutely nuts, guys. Absolutely nuts. Which is, yeah, I mean, it's not ideal for the guys who just trade London, but, you know, it is what it is. You can't control when the markets move. It won't last forever. It's not very often you see, well, I mean, the past couple of months it is, but in normal times, it's not very often that you will see Asia move 500 ticks. Yeah, not ideal for the Topstep stream. Yeah, I know, man. That's if I wasn't on stream with you here, guys, like I'd just say, like, guys, that's the move for the day. It's absolutely insane how much move we're having here. For the London traders, even like, I'm not sure about just you guys, for the big dogs, the big London traders, like, you know, it's pretty insane. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, we called these amazing sells today in the Asian session for price to come up and grab these highs before pushing down into these day lows, and it was an absolutely ridiculous push. And I unfortunately didn't capitalize it on as much as I would have liked. I decided, like, around here that I was going to go to the gym and I was going to go just step off the charts for a little bit. So I unfortunately didn't capitalize on it as much as I can. I did make like $400 and did pass 200Ks, but, you know, not as much as I would have liked when I see how much this has actually dropped. Like, this is insane. The guys inside the Traders Club, you guys absolutely crushed it today. Absolutely crushed, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ticks. Which is just, yeah, it's just nuts. Yeah, Asia's just been having just huge trades. Like I say, guys, it's not normal that Asia has the biggest move of the days, but it has been happening a lot recently. And like I say to you guys, you know, we don't control the markets, we trade them. It doesn't matter when gold moves, you have to be ready for it. So coming into gold today, like, what are you going to do? It's extremely tough to look to execute any new trades after price has pushed down 570 ticks. Like, just nuts. Good morning. During the stream, yeah, oil, definitely, yep, definitely. We've got plenty of time because gold's not going to give us anything, so absolutely. We have a look at oil for sure. Absolutely have a look at oil. No, missed a lot. Went to the beach with my youngest. Hey, that's a win, man. That's a win. Trade for freedom, man. Not going to be the only day that gold moves that much. Is there room to still squeeze it down into previous 4-hour lows? There is. You know, there's a high chance this 4 hours going to flip bearish and we're going to come down into here. But where are we going to manage risk? And how big of this range actually is it? It's 40 ticks. You know, do you want to scrape 40 ticks when gold's already moved down 500 plus? It's yeah, it's pretty insane. I did pass 200K Topstep accounts today, which is pretty good to have in the back burner. I passed this in 3 days, which is pretty nice. Yeah. Wait, what? What did I say? 102. 102 on the first day, 105, and then 1,000. So I'm gonna be. I will switch out some of my 50s on Topstep for these 100s. So I'll probably take some riskier trades on my other accounts here on Topstep. And if they don't work out, well, I want to swap them out with these 100Ks anyway. So again, I was just saying earlier, guys, this is why it's good to have other accounts running in the background. You know, if you guys are trading on express funded accounts, it is good to have these in the background. You know, because there's less pressure to, you know, have to perform on these and make maximum money. You know, maximum amounts out of these. Like this month, you guys saw I just posted on Instagram. I pulled out over $6,000 US on Topstep. Now, was that just from one account? Of course not. That would be very hard. It's across like 3 different accounts. How many trades to pass? It was 3 trades, man. 3 trades. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I was just copying across 2 at a time as well. So 106.2, 106.8. So now I will probably swap out some of these accounts. Take some riskier plays if it doesn't work. You know, maybe full port NQ if it doesn't work. Well, then I want to swap out these 100Ks anyway. Especially because I kind of need to understand it more. But when you do get moved to live, I think it takes your highest express funded account. So I don't know if you get 100K in live or you'd get 50. I kind of need to figure it out more. I'm not 100% sure how it works. Yeah, full margin Fridays incoming. Yeah, 100%. Well, full margin Fridays on stream on one of these accounts for sure. Because I want to swap them out for hundreds. Someone asked, what was someone's question about trading? Yeah, 8 p.m. Oz, 100%, man. That's a fantastic time to trade. That's in about, what, 5 hours? So that's about, what, 12 p.m. London time? 100%. Loads of volume there, man. Reason for closing at day lows is that was just my liquidity level. Shorting into them day lows. Because anything below these lows, you could have easily tagged the lows and had a much deeper retracement, which is what you can see a lot on gold. So just shorting into the lows is more than enough for me. You know, it's a 200 tick trade at one contract. It's a 2,000 tick trade, which is huge. Is your cumulative total up to your highest XFA? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I need to understand it more. Nah, 100K trading more, man. Double. Trading two to 3. It would take way too long if I was just trading one. Take way too long. And I got a bit aggressive on them as well, but I was like, I don't really care. Like I'm happy to get more aggressive on the combines, and then once I do get them, get more consistent again. Like the 50 that I trade on my London account. When I was actually doing that to get it funded, I think it took me like 21 days, which is good, you know, to show consistency, but it's like, it doesn't need to take me that long. I know I can trade consistently, so let me just take bigger risk and get there quicker. Now that I've got, you know, the 200s, then I'll go back to trading them. I'll still probably stick to like 1 to 2 contracts and just trade it much more slower. How did your drawdown work on a Topstep when you go to 100K on your Topstep? On the live, I think you do still have some maximum daily loss limits. I'm not 100% sure, man. Does it stay at $50 a month for your Topstep? You mean when you get funded? When you get funded, you don't pay anymore. Yeah, 50K live, you can still go full port. Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you get moved to live, I will lose all my other XFAs anyway, so time to full margin. So yeah, for gold today, guys, you know, with that 4-hour closing, very bearish. There is a high chance you're going to come down and re-grab previous 4-hour lows. Now, could we look for a small scalp into that? If you really want to, you can. And I will look for it maybe on a different account that I'm not afraid to lose. On my main account, absolutely not. Don't take it on one of you guys' main account. But if we can get a reason to scalp it into the 4-hour lows, you know, maybe a breakout here. Yeah, still a nice $400 trade. Not bad. It's going to be pretty tough because we've already pushed down so much. It's not a trade that I would say to you guys actually look for as for your own trades. But yeah, there is a high chance we'll grab these 4-hour lows. Maybe come up, grab the 15 highs. You can maybe look for some shorts around here. Continue selling off. It's crazy how much today's pushed. But I mean, yesterday was beautiful. That's why sales today was so easy. You smashed through all of this support. And remember, guys, we've been talking about this 3,200 level on gold when we were all the way back up here as well. That's why it's unfortunate I didn't get to short it yesterday. I didn't trade New York yesterday just because I didn't really like this range and I wasn't really too sure what was going to happen. Although I loved the downside levels, I was like, oh, you're going to grab these highs or you're going to come down and grab those? I wasn't really too sure. So I decided to call it here yesterday. But if I'd actually just waited like an hour longer, as soon as this grabs the highs and closes bearish, man, that's your short. Any closure back above there, you know, that's your exit. But you short this down for about 100 tick trade. And it just absolutely smashed it as well. Absolutely smashed it. So yeah, I didn't get that short down yesterday, unfortunately. But I did get my piece here today. Means no conflict of interest, yeah, for sure, man. Do I genuinely want to? Yes and no. Like, I guess it would be good just to show people that you can do it, but at the same time, I think I perform better having my Express Fund accounts. I feel like there's less pressure, and I have my own live personal account, you know. But for you guys who haven't yet built like a personal account and stuff, I think it should be, you know, the ultimate goal to move to live. But with me already having a live account, I kind of like there's no pressure in my Express Fund accounts. Like if I lost an Express Fund account, say, well, I wouldn't really care. I still have plenty of other accounts, but if I lost the live, then I'm probably like, oh, that's, you know, it's a bit annoying to have to go back to scratch. But yeah, it's not really a goal. I mean, it'd be cool if it happens. Today I did just hit my 30th $200 green day, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool achievement, I guess. So see how gold's going to react around these highs, guys. If we start, you know, grabbing these highs and breaking out, we could look for a risky scalp lower. I say risky. It's only risky because we have dropped so much. So if we can start, you know, maybe getting back below, we can take a little fake out scalp into the 4-hour lows. Hey Aaron, which time frame would you recommend for swing trading? Hey man, daily, 4-hour, and hourly is probably the best. 4-hourly on gold is very nice to swing trade, especially even the daily. To be honest, you could have swing traded sells today on gold. Once you see this daily close bearish, you short the flip of the candle down into these levels as a 400 tick swing, which is why it's so ridiculous to see that this happened. You know, 400 ticks happened in a single Asian session is just nuts. In normal markets, you know, if you get a 400 tick swing, you're like, wow, that's a you know, that would take like a good couple of days, but it's happening in one session now, which is crazy. But yeah, daily and 4-hourly and hourly are probably my favorites. 4-hourly is very nice on gold, very simple to trade as well. Just requires you patience. You know, with swing trading, you're not going to be taking brand new trades every single day. You might take like 1 to 2 trades a week, or, you know, sometimes 1 trade a week, or, you know, a couple of trades a month. But if you can actually be precise, you know, you don't need to be trading every single day. Hey Nate, what's going on, man? If you're new to trading GC, anything you'd recommend with it? Well, I would trade micros. I'll trade like 5 micros, man. If you trade 5 micros, you know, if you catch like this short on gold, you know, even if you get like 100 ticks, $500. Micros is very, very good. I traded micros for pretty much majority of April and had a great month. You can't swing trade on Topstep, unfortunately. No futures firms will let you swing trade. The fees are too high. Fees are too high. Let's have a look at oil. Oil, let's see. 4-hour close. So you get a decent pullback here. There's a lovely push down here today. Yeah, no, Brad. When I first joined you a year ago, you were saying it was good to pull out 20 to 40 ticks in Asia. Times are good to be trading now. I know, man. Yeah, if you got 20 to 40 ticks in Asia, like a couple of months ago, you'd be like, wow, that was a great session. Now you're seeing like 200 to 400. It's absolutely insane. It's literally nuts. That's why I've been trading Asia so much recently, because you have to take advantage of the markets when they're good. Because you never know, you know, maybe May or June, Asia might just go back to being absolutely sideways again. And then we'll be like, okay, cool. Now London's going to have the great moves again. So you just have to take advantage of it whilst it's here, because it's not going to be here forever. So, yeah, oil having a bit of a sell-off here. I wouldn't have shorted it personally. I still think oil looks good for longs. If this 4 hour, you know, it's going to close in 30 minutes, maybe closes a bit doji, grabbing the lows, you hold back above, then I'd be looking for lower time frame breakouts to continue buying oil. You know, you're trying to get back above here. So maybe you could say to yourself, if we start breaking back above, let's say here, back above there, you could be looking for some nice buys now. There's a very, very strong sell-off again in Asia as well. Look at that, just huge. But now you're coming down, grabbing these lows, tapping in some big support. Overall bias is still bullish, so it's not a bad area to look, see if you can get some breakout longs. Asia's been the same recently. Asia's been nuts recently, man. Bigger than New York. It's just been absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's also been very easy to trade because the daily bias is so simple. But usually in Asia, you know, with yesterday closing bearish, usually Asia will just be this. Like Asia will usually just be the false move, the top wick, and then London or New York will be this body. But recently it's been Asia's been the top wick and it's been the body. Like it's just been nuts. In normal times, Asia would just be from here to here. Like that will be the Asia move. This wick, and in London, you know, you short into the lows, or New York, you short into the lows. But Asia's been doing all of it. It's just crazy, 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 crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's see if we're gonna start breaking back lower here on Goldie. Trying to create a nice little 15-minute evening star here. Yeah, you can. Potential continuation. Again, I would take it on a combine or a fun account. It's not one I would take on an actual account you're trying to trade properly. Trying to take a continuation trade here after we've dropped down like almost 600 ticks is just you're just trying to revenge trade this. I might take it on one of my accounts, but it's not going to be on my main account. I might just take it for fun. I'm not going to take it on a proper account. Makes me want to FOMO. You second guess the move to Europe so you can keep trading Asia? Nah, not at all, man. You know, even if I don't trade Asia, London and New York still gives great opportunities every single day. It will be tough waking up to London and seeing Asia move so much, but I still know I can come on and get my piece for the day, man. It's too draining for me. Trading Asia, being done for the day, and then streaming London. It's just like I'm just spending way too much time on the charts. That's one of the main reasons I'm doing it, is I want to spend less time on the charts. So I'll wake up, stream, and then my day will be done. Whereas here, it's like I'm trading Asia for a couple of hours, and I'm jumping on stream for like 3 hours. So it's like, nah, it's too draining, unfortunately. So yeah, when I go to Europe, it's like if Asia does have huge moves and London doesn't do much, then yeah, I'll just trade a bit in New York instead. But a lot of the time, still, we've still had some great trades in London recently as well. Even with Asia moving so much, we've still been able to get our 50 plus ticks in London. Like on, what was that? Was it on Monday or Tuesday? We had like 50 ticks in 5 minutes, even after Asia had moved so much. So it's like you can still get your piece. Don't get me wrong, it's not ideal if you just trade London, you wake up and you see it's ripped down this much. You just kind of go, okay, cool, that's not ideal, but as long as you understand, I'm not trying to swing trade. I'm not, as great it is to be able to catch these moves on the days like this, I'm not really trying to catch these moves. I'm just trying to get my piece consistently. Yeah, lifestyle choice, 100%, Brad, 100%, man. Doesn't matter what session you trade. Like if you can't trade Asia but you can trade London, you can't go on the markets and go, oh fuck's sake, like I missed this whole push. Who cares? You'll still get your piece today. You absolutely still get your $200, $300, $400, $500 pretty comfortably. You just need to let it come to you. So yeah, you may spike in ties. I'm not shorting this on gold. 30-minute Dignity close bullish, coming down for an instant bottom wick. I'd want to see a top wick first. So how do you make money trading funded accounts if you don't trade your own live? What do you mean, man? The live account on Topstep, once you have taken 5 payouts from a single Express fund account, you still take money from the funded accounts. I've taken out plenty of money from my funded accounts. So when you move, you're still going to do Topstep? Well, yeah, I still do both, man, 100%. I'll still do both. It'll be first thing in the morning, which is what I'm looking forward to. I love my mornings, so it will help me focus on it more. If anything, I'll start doing longer sessions on my channel. Maybe after the Topstep stream, we'll continue onto my channel. I would have loved to have shorted this, but again, that 30-minute open is pushing down. Yeah, because it'll be my morning. I'll probably do some longer sessions, to be honest. When the markets are moving good and London's back to being good again, yeah, we'll probably do mine pre-London, do Topstep London Open, and then see if we can still fire up mine. And because there's plenty of times, London Open might not do that much, but you still get good moves at like 9 to 10 a.m. London time, which I still want to be able to trade. Uh, 31.88 to 31.50. It'll be 380. It won't be 38, man. 88 to where 50. Yeah. So here it says 3,000. In terms of ticks, it's actually 300. So just move the decimal point across one, and that's how many ticks it is. So I'm going to pass that combine last night, and up 340 on day one of my XFA. Nice work, man. Nice work. 340 is beautiful, man. Nice work. Gold's continuing to sell off here, guys. 30-minute opened and instantly pushing down. So if we were going to scalp it, it's not a trade to take. You grab the highs and just open and ripped. We're just ripping lower here on Goldie. Yeah, 50 ticks in 2 minutes is absolutely nuts here today, guys. I really don't want to be sitting here today watching this, to be honest. Because there's not going to be any trades on gold. There you go, right into the lows again. Gold back down again. It's just nuts. Nuts. It would have been nice to see if we could scalp that, but you didn't get a top wick, so. Absolutely crazy. No, it was actually on. It wasn't on Topstep, man. It was on a prop firm where you can have fucking 20 accounts. I think it was across. It was on Apex where it was across 20. Yeah, it got like 2.5 million. Yeah. Yeah, London probably consolidate, man. Yep, very likely. Unfortunately. I mean, we're clearly still ripping. You just had that 630 volume come in. 630 volume, no top wick, straight back down. If you'd got a top wick, maybe even a closure back below here, you could have shorted it. But 30-minute opened, instantly ripped down. So the 4-hour is continuing to break previous 4-hour lows. Short here, full margin. What could go wrong? You probably still continue dropping, to be honest. That's the thing, is like, where's the next target after here? It's going to be very interesting to see how this daily does react around these areas. I wouldn't be too surprised to start to see us find some support. Not that I'm going to buy it, but looking at this daily time frame, we're back down at that huge daily level. This is a big daily resistance level. But look at this. This is just nuts. There's just so much volume here, guys. So much volume. US and China said to have had bilateral engagement on the sidelines of the APEC conference. Yeah, remember, guys, there is big news again tonight as well. We do have PPI. We got PPI news today, guys. Big news again today. Big day again. PPI at 1:30 London time, which I'm not going to trade it because I don't see any direction for gold because it's already, the technicals have already ripped lower. But it's looking like markets are already pricing in some pretty steep news here. Which is, yeah, this is just huge. Yeah, it could be the retracement, yeah, for sure, definitely. Could be the retracement. It's not a retracement trade I would take, but yeah, it'd be very interesting if this daily closes like even maybe doji. Look at this weekly time frame as well, guys. ES new low, really, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's surprising. With gold pushing lower, that's quite surprising. Actually, could give you some nice buys. Did NQ tag these highs? Oh, look at NQ looking pretty ugly. Again, a ridiculous day on the stocks yesterday. Stocks are absolutely booming. Still some nice highs though. Probably looking nicer than gold, to be honest. This is why I was talking about buying pretty much everything we could during March and April. I'm almost up like 30,000 this month on stocks alone, which is just nuts. 360 ticks caught in Asia. Nice work, Nick. Amazing, man. Yeah, it's incredible drop, man. Incredible drop. Absolutely beautiful drop. Look at that, just textbook drop. So it's a little bit annoying I didn't make as much of it as I would have liked. But yeah, with gold pushing this lower, guys, I'm very unlikely going to be trading London today. There's just nothing here for me. I'm not going to be buying gold after such a ridiculous push down, and I'm also not going to be selling it this low. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to send them over. You know, we can look at some other markets here as well. Gold's going to need a lot of breathing time. A lot of breathing time. Evening start. Let's have a look, man. What's up, Aaron? What's up, man? Tuning in from the gym. Nice work, man. Nice work. Caught some of that rip down earlier. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Asia with the incredible sales, man. Insane sales in Asia. Absolutely insane sales. Copper not. Sorry, not copper. Crude not getting quite back above. Still squeezing lower. Correlation between spot chart and future chart is just the spot chart is the actual price of gold. The futures chart is the futures price. The reason I look at the spot chart is because it liquidates highs and lows more, and that's a very important grab for me. Did the futures chart grab these highs? Yeah, it still did. Yep. But yeah, the currency chart will grab highs and lows a little bit more than the futures chart. Which, if you're just watching the futures chart, sometimes you could miss some pretty key liquidity grabs. Yeah, I regret not holding some more as well, man. It was just ridiculous. I would have liked to have got much more than this. Much more than this. One-to-one coaching? No, not anymore. Nah, not anymore. I used to, but not anymore, unfortunately. Wall Street Wonder with the 499. Appreciate it, man. Yen reversal, head and shoulders. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. Which time frame are we looking at, man? 30 minute. 30 minute. Looking pretty good. Let me see. Yeah, look at that weekly. Weekly is at a huge level. huge, huge, huge level. Daily time frame, yeah, yesterday's high looks like a pretty easy target here as well. I like this. I've never traded this personally, but that looks pretty nice. Yesterday's high. Hourly. Trying to get back above. Finding some little resistance. You could get a bit of a pullback here. But yeah, this does look nice. This looks really nice, actually. Maybe see a little bit of a pullback, get back above, and you could be looking for some longs. Yeah, just bigger contract size and riskier trades, man. Just be more aggressive with it. Trade bigger size. Get it done quicker. Still follow the plan, but just, yeah. Take more trades and trade bigger size. But again, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend you guys do it. You guys want to focus on trading consistently, otherwise you're going to build bad habits. But for me, yeah, I can afford to get more aggressive on them because I know I'm not going to build up any bad habits. But yeah, this actually could shape up pretty nice. What do you do during Asia? Nice little run up here. I think a lot of people will be trying to short this. A little bit of a pullback, and seeing the yen squeeze higher actually looks pretty nice, man. Actually, pretty nice. And you can trade this on Topstep as well. I don't know how much it does move though. What's the tick value on this? Is it quite a lot? 30 ticks. So what do you have into the highs? 50 ticks. Yeah, nice one, Nate. See you later, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for your opinion. Yeah, of course, man. No worries, no worries. 30-minute evening star on NQ. I don't think so. Oh, actually, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, there is. Yep. Yep. It's not the cleanest because I wouldn't really be looking to short this. But yeah, technically it is. The only reason I wouldn't have shorted this is because you also did tap into the lows. He kind of grabbed the lows, held support. You also grabbed the highs, but as just the overall idea is that head and shoulders. Sorry, head and shoulders. An evening star. Yeah, it is, man. Yep. It's a good spot. Because you came up, you grabbed the highs, you held it. Same as what gold just did on the 15-minute as well. This one was nicer because this didn't, grab the lows and hold support, and you're overall looking for the lows anyway. So ideally on NQ, with NQ looking so bullish, you'd ideally be looking for like morning star plays. When was this? Is this yesterday in London? Nice fake out buys there at 11 AM. You're looking for buys because the daily is overall bullish. There's a nice run up here. Surprised to see NQ having a bit of a squeeze here. Really good on the monthly. Yeah, let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. Yeah, how far away? What, halfway through the month? Yeah, just almost halfway through the month. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's looking beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. Strong close in April. This could be holding some nice levels to squeeze higher. I like that, man. Must be a dumb question. This might be a dumb question, but what is an evening star? No such thing as a dumb question, man. I'll show you. No such thing as a dumb question. And gold loves to do these a lot. Like this. Where you like push up, the middle candle closes doji, which is usually your liquidity grab, and then you short out of that. Here's probably a nice one. You had it here on gold. You come up, you reject, you liquidate the highs, you hold the resistance, and then you get your short. Here again as well. Here, look at this. That was actually a beautiful one there on gold. That's kind of what I was wanting to see if I could continue selling here. You grab the highs, you close doji, you get a nice top wick, and then you sell it. So, evening stars to the highs, morning stars to the lows. Look at that beautiful one right there. Kind of was hoping to get the same thing here, but there was just no top wick, so you're not going to chase it. And then, yeah, to the morning star. This. Nice morning star there. Where's some other ones? Gold's been so bearish, so it's hard to find some morning ones. Kind of not the cleanest. There's a nice one. You reject, you liquidate the lows, You hold the support and then you buy this candle. You buy that one, you risk off the low, and there's your morning star play. Yeah, USD, man. Nothing's done in Australian dollars. Everything's USD, man. Yep. Nothing is done in Australia. Yeah, ideally, the higher time frame is better. Like, you know, if you can spot the 4 hour kind of creating it, then, you know, if you see, let's have a look. Oh, shit. For instance, here, look at this. It's a beautiful one. So as this 4 hour candle here grabs the highs and holds the resistance, as soon as this candle closes, you drop down to your lower time frame to short this candle. Same here, you grab the highs, you hold the resistance. As this one's creating the top wick, you know, maybe you can short this or even wait for that one to close and then short that. Higher the time frame, the better for sure. You don't have to wait for them to play out on the 4 hour, but as soon as you see the middle candle grabbing, where was the example? Grabbing the highs and holding resistance. As soon as this candle closes, you're shorting this at 6 AM London time all day long. If you had a reason to jump in sales. Yeah, if you join a quarterly, you can have an initial call, yep. But I mean, in terms of like outside of that, I did used to do some as well, but I don't do them anymore. But if you join quarterly, for sure, yep. All right, Zoom guys, give me 2 seconds. YouTube guys, unfortunately, there's not a lot to really say here on gold. Gold's just ripping low. It's just absolutely insane. So, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and watch it, guys. I'm going to go take a break. We'll still jump on the Topstep stream, as always. It will probably be a shorter stream than normal. But with gold just ripping down, guys, there's not really a lot you can do here. I don't want to sit here and make you guys just watch this push down and, you know, watch me ramble on for another hour before we even jump on the Topstep stream. So I'll see you guys over on the Topstep YouTube channel in about just under an hour. We'll jump on at 7:30 London time and see if London presents something. But for right now, guys, stay patient. Don't force it. Gold's having a ridiculous sell-off, and we'll see what we get on that stream. So trade safe, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.